Hey there again. I'm back. I'm reading some more, possibly something that might move a blinder where we could see something else besides just what's in front of us and what we're being told. Hi, this is Laura with Laugh Pig TV, and we're doing our homeschool social experiment in October of 2020 on what we can and cannot say on social media, because so many people are having their channels dropped, blocked, deleted, etc., censored, and it's getting kind of crazy. And so we're just seeing, what does it take? What does it take for a tiny little channel like ours that doesn't have any influence to say something that wakes up a censor? Nothing's happened yet, so we're still here. That's why I'm still talking. I did do a video a few days ago where I said the letter Q, and I said QAnon as many times as I could, including just a whole bunch of words with Q in them, seeing if that would raise anyone's interest, because evidently the whole QAnon movement has been, QAnon, I think I was saying it wrong, QAnon, has really put a lot of channels in hot water. A lot of people that they think are supporters of this group or this movement, this person. I think I asked the other day, is Q a person? I think Q was a person in James Bond films, wasn't it? I don't know. Anyway, here's a little something else I found that didn't make sense to me. And my initial reaction to this when I read it was the old Shakespeare quote from Hamlet of "The lady doth protest too much, methinks," that always has meant you're making a really big deal out of this, and it's making me not trust your intentions in relation to this subject. So the first time I read this, I thought, methinks thou dost protest too much. We know how vigorously Facebook and YouTube and Twitter and I think news outlets and all have gone against this QAnon movement. And they are considered conspiracy theorists that believe there is a sneaky group of people that is really running the world. I've been able to find a few, reports of maybe some violence, mostly just threats. Or supposed threats, perceived threats that are coming from the QAnon group. But I'm not seeing that they're actually out there making a ruckus, because the United States government, our Congress, has stood up to incendiary groups in the past. There were several laws written to contain the activity of the Ku Klux Klan back, at several times throughout our history. But I'm not seeing that the QAnon group promotes, maybe they do promote violence, and I'm just not seeing it because I don't pay attention to that much news. I don't know. But what I wanted to bring about today, and you can go fact check this. I happen to be looking at congress.gov is the site that I'm looking at, which is our Congress in the United States. This is House Resolution 1154, put out on October the 2nd of 2020. This comes from our Judiciary and Intelligence Committees of our House of Representatives. The sponsor of the bill was Tom Malinowski, a Democrat from New Jersey. And this has passed the House. It says that this passed the House on the day that it was, the only day that's on here is 10/2/2020. It appears that it was presented that day and voted upon that day. This resolution, this is a congressional resolution. This is where they make rules for us and how we live here in the United States. So tell me if this seems like something that was important enough to require a House resolution for it. This resolution condemns QAnon and rejects the conspiracy theories it promotes. The resolution condemns all other groups and ideologies that contribute to the spread of unfounded conspiracy theories and that encourage Americans to destroy property and attack law enforcement officers. The resolution encourages federal law enforcement and Homeland Security agencies to continue to strengthen their focus on preventing violence, threats, harassment, and other criminal activities by extremists motivated by fringe political conspiracy theories. Okay. Finally, the resolution encourages the intelligence community to uncover any foreign support, assistance, or online amplification QAnon receives, as well as any QAnon affiliations, coordinations, and contact with foreign extremist organizations or groups espousing violence. There's a whole lot I could say about a whole lot of that. It opens the door for them to, to do a lot. Let's just say that opens the door for our intelligence community to uncover any foreign support, assistance, or online amplification. That pretty much says, okay, you can censor anything that has to do with QAnon at all. Censor it, get rid of it, and push down whoever is trying to speak about this. And so this came from our Congress. We didn't hear about this. Nobody talked about this, as far as I know. This is the first I had heard about it. Why didn't we hear about it? If this group is this deadly dangerous to our democracy here in the United States, why do we not see the evidence of that? I'm not seeing evidence of that. Are you seeing evidence of that? If you go to the actual text of the bill, it's not terribly long, but whereas throughout history, conspiracy theories that falsely blame secret cabals or marginalized groups for society's ills have fueled prejudice, genocide, and acts of terrorism. So the conspiracy theorists are behind all of that, behind prejudice, genocide, and acts of terrorism. No, they're not the only ones behind that. There's an awful lot of governments behind that. But it's easy to blame the conspiracy theorists, isn't it? Look at what they're doing. Look at what they're doing. Don't look over here at what our government's doing, though. You know, everybody knows that, right? That when a huge deal happens and our government and our media makes us look at it so hard, don't look over there. There's something else happening over there. What are you distracting us with? What are thou protesting too much about so we don't look over here? Whereas QAnon adherents have been implicated in crimes that they claim their QAnon beliefs inspired, they make a list of this. Okay, this is how awful these people are. A man was arrested in 2018 for plotting to plant a bomb in the Illinois Capitol Rotunda. He didn't do it, evidently. He plotted to. And a man was arrested in 2018 for using an armored car to block traffic on the Hoover Dam bypass bridge. Damn it, you blocked traffic. That is really dangerous, you know. A man was arrested in Arizona in 2019 for vandalizing a Catholic church. There's no other details with that. A woman in Colorado was arrested in 2019 for plotting an armed raid to kidnap her child who had been taken from her custody. Again, plotting. A man charged with murder of an organized crime boss in New York in 2019. So QAnon influenced somebody to murder an organized crime boss. Well, how tragic. A woman was arrested in New York with a car full of knives after posting a video accusing Joe Biden of participating in child sex trafficking and threatening to kill him. So she was arrested and she was threatening to kill him. So all of these things, this is what they have. This is the evidence that they have implicating QAnon in being something so deadly dangerous to our democracy here in the United States that we have to write a House resolution to condemn them. And this is what that House resolution is standing on. So I'll leave that to the fact checkers, and let's see what they come up with. If you'd like to look at House Resolution 1154 yourself, you can go to congress.gov and find it there. So there's one more thing. I gotta go. We've got other things to do, but I'll be back because I've got more to talk about. So have a great afternoon. This is Laura with Laugh Pig and our continuing homeschool experiment, what we can and cannot say on social media in October of 2020. See ya.